Hey friend, it's Gabby. I have not posted in a while. I just wanted to jump on and share a message with you guys. As you know, I'm a super tapped in spiritual individual. Um, and sometimes I have visions and dreams, and God communicates with me in synchronistic ways, as he does us all, because we're all children of God. And there's never been any separation between you and God. Know that. The message is clear and it's simple, and I've been getting it for a while. For one, I'm being scolded in a sense because I'm not sharing my voice more with people. I'm not giving these messages that I'm receiving to others. And they're not necessarily for me to keep. It's for me to take heed as well, but it's also for me to share with others. And I can admit, I have been disobedient. I have not been wanting to get on the media. As you know, I love a social media purge. I will take my breaks. But it's becoming selfish, and I know. God has been giving me these inklings that I'm supposed to share a message. And instead, I'll share it with those around me. But I won't share it publicly. One of the messages that is consistently coming back, whether it's through dreams, synchronicities, will just remind me that, you know what, you need to tell people this. That message is to show up and share with others. Very simple. This is the first message that I'm going to share, because this one is going to lay the foundation for all the others. And you need to know that you're unique, you're special, you are divinely connected to God. You have a soul, a spirit, you have a mind and a physical body like everybody else. You need to not give up on humanity. Humans are inherently good people. Why? Because we are God's people. But what you can't forget is that we have free will, and we can wake up the next day and be a whole demon in these streets. You know it. I know it. We've all done it. We've been assholes. We've hurt people. We've lied. We've deceived. We've done all these different things that we're ashamed of, right? But that don't make us bad people. That just means we woke up that day and chose violence. Because we have a choice. We have free will. You understand? So be mindful of how you speak to each other. Be mindful of how you judge other people. Because at one point in your life, you were doing things that were unsavory as well. Okay? We all have to grow. We all have to evolve. You know what I'm saying? We all started out in diapers. You know what I'm saying? Before we were able to go and handle our business without a diaper, right? You got to crawl before you walk. So remember, everybody is at a different stage of their evolution. We all have different beliefs. We all come from different backgrounds. And guess what? That's okay. What's been coming to me strongly is after this whole political election and all of the back and forth, the Democrats against the Republicans, and everybody is just being vicious. What you need to remember is that politics is literally a man-made thing, right? I mean, in the grand scheme, these rules are being made by flawed individuals, people just like you and I, who can wake up one day and be on demon time and then go to sleep and wake up the next day and be on angel time. Like, I'm going to be, generous to people. I'm going to let that person in traffic go ahead of me. I'm going to help that old lady carry her groceries to her car. My friend going to borrow money from me, and I'm going to give it to him with no problem. You know what I'm saying? You're going to wake up and be on angel time one day. But just the other day, you was that same MFer, cutting people off in traffic, giving people the finger, cursing people out in Walmart. You know what I'm saying? That was you. That was you, bro. It's like, I don't understand. Like, why can't we have difference of opinions? It's okay. This message is not just from me. This message is divinely guided from God. So you have to remember, hold on, y'all, somebody pulling up to me. I'm in the car. I'm running errands right now. I'm about to get out the car, but let me explain this before I get off here. Remember who you are. You are a soul. You are a spirit. You have a mind. You have a body. Okay? And all these different layers are connected to the one source, the one God. And you can legitimately choose who you want to be from day to day. There is people who have chosen to be Republican and people who have chosen to be Democrat. And there's people who've chosen to, you know what I'm saying, to not deal with politics at all. There's liberals. There's, you know what I mean? People like me who just, at this point, I really don't like the smear campaigns and, the slandering of people. I don't like the messiness, the lies. The government has lied to us and deceived us in so many different ways. I have no trust in, certain things. So for me, I'm kind of like a neutralist. I'm like, okay, well, if this person can do something good to advance us as a humanity, cool. All for that. But like, I'm not about to be out here viciously, telling somebody they wrong because they believe in the other candidate. Do you understand? And I had this message for a while. And I just wanted to wait a little bit until people get out of their feelings. People have been in their feelings about politics. And to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, focus on what you can do. Put one foot in front of the other and worry about your family, your friends, your immediate surroundings, what you can do in your community. And focus on things like that where you can actually make some change. Because they gonna do what they want to do. I hate to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to come off negative, but they gonna do what they want to do. They can rally in office and say, oh, we're for the people. We're gonna do this for America and all of that. But like, just remember, okay, since you've been alive, what amazing things have been done to really affect you. Okay? And look at those things. Connect to those things. Anything else, I mean, give it to God, guys. Give it to God. Stop arguing and fighting with each other. Now, off that, okay, the other part of this message is, if you have something that keeps nagging at you, for example, in my case, I keep having dreams about sharing these revelations that I get. And I get lots of them. And I actually had started writing them all down because I knew at some point I was going to go online and start, restart my YouTube channel, Divine Pioneer. I'm going to start sharing on TikTok. I'm going to literally start sharing the messages, and I've been, writing them down so that way they don't escape me. There's so many of us that are receiving these downloads, is what we call them in the spiritual community. You're getting downloaded. And then you just wake up with these epiphanies, and you wake up with these prophetic messages that others need to hear. And you feel as though, you know what, I don't want to get online, because this was my excuse. I don't want to get online. I don't feel like showing my face. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the present moment all the time. I'm one of those people that I live in the now and I cherish the now, right? But sometimes you have to stop and record this message and release it for other people because you have a unique voice that other people can relate to. There's something about your tone, your delivery. It's something about your frequency that when you put your specific unique frequency out into the ether, there's going to be a group of people tuned in directly to you. And yes, I do believe that messages come down from God, from your guardian angels, from your ancestors, your spirit guides. Those messages drop down to you and you just have these epiphanies, but then you don't act on them. They don't stay with you, especially if you don't write them down. They don't stay with you because those messages are meant to get out. So the next person will get those messages. So that's why you turn around and you watch a YouTube video and somebody is talking about the same thing that you were experiencing, that you were supposed to tell. You didn't tell that message, so somebody else did, right? So this is my message to you all, including myself. Let's start sharing our messages. Let's start being more visible and giving each other what we need. We are all pieces of God. We are all connected to God. Remember who you are. I can't stress that enough. There's so many people out here struggling and stressing and being depressed, but it's only because it's almost like the story of the devil, Lucifer, him being an angel and then falling and descending down into the depths of hell, right? If you think of that analogy, the people that are out here causing chaos, spewing all this, political bull crap out of their mouths and just being, tyrannical people, they are operating in devil energy. Those people have forgotten who they were. They forgot that they should be operating on angel time, that they have messages to share and they have experiences that people can learn from, and that they're good-natured people in general at their core. But when you forget who you are, you start doing dumb shit. So that is my message. This video is way longer than I needed it to be. Guys, if you don't know, you will know that I get very wordy. I'm trying to work on it. But at any rate, anybody who watched this video, put in the comments, how it made you feel, if you can relate, if you've been receiving the same kind of downloads, and if you've been inspired to jump online, go live, launch a YouTube channel, whatever. Let's do this thing together because we can heal each other, we can motivate each other, and we can speak life back into the people who have descended down into the darkness. Come out of that dark place. You don't have to stay there. Please. All right. Peace.